Your first paid show.
Okay.
Can you take us back then?
Yes, my first paid show, it was in Flint, Michigan. I had my cousin answering my bookings. This is after I posted the last video, right? Because now people was booking me. So I had my cousin doing my bookings. I think I was getting paid $1,200. Look, don't do that. $1,200 was it. $1,200 to do it. And she was answering the phone. She was answering my phone. She was like, we the same age. I'm like, all right, you talk so they don't know my voice or whatever like that. And then it got to a point where, like she was sounding so young, I started emailing. So I put an email in there and I just had them emailing. So I was emailing people. And I had my first show in Flint. I went out and it was a nice crowd, Flint, Michigan. And it was lit. It was lit. I can't really remember. I've had some shows that wasn't so lit, but it was lit. Like I had this song and it was in rotation on the radio. Like I was in the top 8 at 8 with a remix though. Like it wasn't like a song that I made on my own. I was in top 8 at 8 with a remix on rotation. So, like around my area, Michigan area, I was really popping and I didn't even know any better. But I started off making $1,200 a show. So I used to go and I used to travel and do it myself. Let me tell you, I used to be emailing. And like, all right, I need you to give me one first class flight. I always flew first class. I need one first class flight. I used to be like, I need one hotel. When I get there, I need somebody to come pick me up, take me to my hotel, take me to my show, make sure I give me some food when I get there. And it was only me. I didn't have a team with me. First off, I had God with me because I used to be by myself, this young lady with a full-length mink on, with jewelry on, going to these shows by myself, having them pick me up, taking me to my hotel room, and giving me my money by myself. That's crazy, right? And I used to be doing that. And I've done it for like 6 months until my mom found out and she started tripping. So then, all right, now I gotta travel with a security. And then my older cousin that has a PhD, she started answering the phone for me and doing the emails. And so she was getting her like $100 off each one. I'm like, oh, whatever. And I had to stop once my mom found out. But yeah, I was out here doing my shows myself. Crazy.
Now, when you referred to that video that you posted at the top of this segment, that was in reference to your first show ever, which was like an impromptu performance at Eastern Michigan.
Right.
How long after that impromptu performance and you posted it and people saw that footage before you got this first Flint show booked?
Like the next weekend.
Oh.
Yep, like the next weekend. Then, let me tell you, I had something where this school called Kash High School in Detroit, Michigan had a pep rally, and they was asking me on Twitter to come. So I'm like, okay, cool, I'm gonna come, because at pep rallies, they was letting me come. But this school, because I was a dancer, they kind of had an issue with me coming in. So the students was pissed because they let other people in, didn't let me in. They letting all these gangbangers in, but they not letting Kash Doll in. Whatever. So I had a Hummer at the time. I stood on top of that goddamn Hummer. I had 2,000 kids outside the school, and we had a concert outside. It's on YouTube right now. Outside, we had a concert. They was pissed. I told them I was outside. Them kids came running outside. I have a video. Crazy, right? The mamas was mad to see how the kids did that, and I wasn't. I'm like, well, y'all should let me in.
That first show, did you practice before that first show?
Nope. I didn't. I practiced all my life. Listen, I wanted to be an entertainer all my life. When I was 2 years old, my mom had a video of me dancing to Anita Baker on the couch with a comb in my hand. Like, this is who I am. I love performance. I love entertainment. I love rapping. I love looking cute. I love making videos. This is my life. I love it.
You were by yourself. Was there ever thoughts on a hype man?
Never. Still, until now, to this day, I haven't thought about a hype man. That's funny you asked me that. No, I have never. That never crossed my mind. I have a DJ though. That's all I need, I think, and my fans.
Back then, you were using whoever's DJ was at those venues.
Whatever DJ was at the venue. Yep.
That gave you trouble back then?
Nope, because I didn't have that many songs.
So
they only playing the one song that was on the radio, and it was like whatever.
Your first paid show, Were you nervous?
Yeah,
You were.
I was nervous.
What do you think it was that made you nervous back then?
Was the people gonna know me or know my music? It was Flint, Michigan. So I'm like, is these people even gonna know who I am? I never been to Flint outside of that. So when I got there, I'm like, and it was screaming when I walked in. And it's like, these people were fans before because of, you know, prior to I was popular, you know. And yeah, that was the only reason I was nervous. I'm like, is they even gonna know me? They gonna like me?
Do you still get nervous these days before shows?
Rarely, but I do, like when it's like those arenas or like
Mhm.
when I'm with big artists, I still get nervous sometimes because I want to be where they at, so I kind of be wanting to leave a good impression. And sometimes when I think too hard, I make myself nervous.
Is that a good or bad thing, being nervous?
It depends. It's good and it's bad. It's bad when you overthink and you think negative. You always think when you're thinking the worst. But it's good too because it keep you're human. It reminds you you're human and it humbles you. You know, you need that because sometimes you can get so big-headed you forget. It humbles you and it keep you on your toes. Being nervous sometimes.
Does it stop at a certain point?
But yeah, like soon as I hit the stage, everything drops. I get anxious. Like once I hear the crowd or see the crowd, whether they know me or not, like once I see it, it be like, it's time. I get anxious at that point. It's no more nervous. I can't wait. But, you know, before, like in the dressing room, hearing them out there or stuff, I'd be all like, oh man. But yeah.
Some performers, some musicians, when they perform, recording artists, they may be under the influence when they perform.
Yeah.
What's your outlook on that?
I don't know, everybody get their own little, they have their own way of, you know, I don't knock it. I don't have an outlook. It's like, shit, that's what they do. Me, I don't really even drink that much. I don't smoke weed. I don't take no pills, drink lean, all that shit. No, never been that type of person. I got a problem with it? No, that's them. However, I don't see how people like drinking shit to make them sleepy all day. Why the fuck do you want to be asleep? Life is great. Why do you want to be asleep? I don't get that. You know, why do you want to sit here and take all this stuff to make yourself sleepy? I don't like being around guys that want to be sleepy all day. It's like, I'm here. Do you see me? Why are you want to go to? Like, no. So I do have an issue with that. But outside of that, you know, some artists, this is how they catch their vibe. Me, I barely drink. And when I drink, I'm drinking champagne. And I probably drink about 2-3 times out of a month. Like, for real. Mm. Whatever, though. But I will. See, but I drink champagne because it keeps me calm. Like when I'm drinking liquor, I might be on a headstand somewhere. Yep, headstand, pussy popping. Yup.
When it comes to the crowds, because you said there were some crowds that may have not known you back in the day.
Right.
How did you deal with that? Did you
I make them know me. That's what I do. When they don't know me, I make them know me. When I walk on stage, I make them know me. Whether they know the music, all eyes is on me. They're never looking around. I'm going to make sure that they're watching me. And they're understanding what I'm saying in my music, and they understand that I know how to rap, period. Now, sometimes I like those crowds. Because most of my crowds, 90%, 80%, no, 90, they know every word, you know. Well, you know, the guys might not. But, you know, the guys come to see the girls because they know the girls come to see me. Mm. So, but the guys, they probably just know Run Me My Money. And, you know, they probably say some of the songs, but the girls know every word. However, when I do get those crowds where, you know, and most of the time when I get crowds like that, it's only like when I opened up. Like one time I did a show with Dallas and Dallas with Young Dolph. You know, in the crowd, it was a lot of girls in the crowd. It was a lot of people in the crowd for me, but most of the crowd was for Young Dolph. Mm. And they didn't know me, but, you know, I did what I had to do before he came out. I turned it up. Yep.
How do you deal with hecklers or haters in the crowd?
I haven't dealt with that. I don't deal. If they are there, I don't see them. Mm. They came to see me. They fans.
I mean, they can come in a variety of ways, you know. Sometimes you'll see footage of, like, somebody throwing stuff on stage at a person.
Oh, hell no. I ain't having none of that. I will leave. I don't know. I've never been that. I don't even want to speak that up because I don't know what I would be pissed. Somebody throwing something at me on stage or booing me. That never happened to me.
Booing, that's another thing that can happen
Yeah, like
sometimes.
I don't like that because it's like, what you come for? Fuck, get the fuck out of here. I'd be mad. Let's not speak that into existence. Mm-hmm.
That first show you had in Flint, what was the feedback on that?
It was great. They knew the song, and I had fun. I stayed, took pics. I had a good time.
How would you rate yourself, scale of 1 to 10?
10. 10.
Now, out of all the shows you've done at this point, what would you say has been your best show to date? Best performance you've had at this point? I don't know if you can remember the city or the event.
Probably when I opened up for Drake at the Joe Louis Arena in my hometown. Ooh, it was lit. I ain't never seen that many cameras before. Then, yeah, that was it. Mm-hmm.
Favorite city you enjoy could be a variety, but what's the one that you really enjoy at this point to perform in? Favorite city?
I gotta name a few. I can't name one. Because the Bay Area is lit. St. Louis is lit. Miami is lit. Atlanta is lit. Detroit is always lit. That's home. Midwest is everywhere. Everywhere. Because I can't just say one because really a lot of them make me feel good. So I don't want to just say one. If I had to,
I mean, this answer could change in the future, but at this point,
because St. Louis was lit, Cleveland, Chicago.
All right, let me switch gears and throw you the opposite. What's been the toughest city for you to perform in?
The toughest city I performed
Maybe
in.
they didn't know you as well, or it's just hard.
It was like something like Knoxville, Tennessee. It wasn't that crowded. They didn't really know. Where else? Do you remember any?
We'll stick with Knoxville on that one for now.
Yeah.
What about, okay, your best show was the one in Detroit with Drake. What do you think was your worst performance? Maybe you just weren't on your best, or maybe you were under the weather, or just wasn't.
You know, the worst time for me to perform is when I'm, on my woman time. When I have a boyfriend and he piss me off. When they talking crazy about my money. I always get my money though. I never had those issues. I only had that issue one time, and that was in Jacksonville. And when my mood is off because I'm just thrown off. That's the only time I'm off, and that's probably happened 3 times out of my whole career. So those probably be my worst performances.
You've performed when you were sick or under the weather before?
Yes.
How do you get through those performances?
Easy, just get through them. Don't pay attention to it, just work.
Ever got to the point where you were so sick you still did it, but it was almost a chance you didn't?
Nope, I did all my performances. Yep.
What about performing in high heels? Is that tough?
No, I wouldn't have it no other way. If you watch me, I only perform in high heels. I tried to perform in some flat Givenchy sock boots one time, and I felt weird. I was like, oh my God, this is so weird. I'm like, I need me some heels. And then the thing too, I like expensive, uncomfortable shoes to perform in. I don't like the heels that they have heels that you perform in with thicker platforms and stuff like that. I don't like them. I like heels that I have on right now. I like Giuseppe's, Versace, Louis Vuitton, Chanel.
How high are these heels on average? Do you know?
6 inches, something light.
As a woman, ever had a wardrobe malfunction on stage?
Yes, I have. Yes, I have. And my manager had to fix it in the back. Oh my God, we was in Minnesota. And I had a bodysuit on, and I had some stockings on. Luckily, I had some stockings on because if I didn't have the stockings on, that panda would have been out. And I would have been pissed because it unsnapped right there. And so I had to go over there and bend over and rap while she tried to put it together. See, if my stockings went on, then my panda would have been out. And then I know she wouldn't have been wanting to touch all down there. So I had my stockings on, which was perfect, because then now it's just like I had on, like, you know, something under it. And my panda wasn't out, luckily. Because if my panda was out, then they would have had to pay me some more money. Because listen, the panda, that's another presence of her own. That's a present of her own. Let me tell you something about her.
Let's say somebody's watching this and they're about to perform at their first show ever.
Their first show, woo.
This could be a rapper, singer, it doesn't matter, anybody. But just their first show. Any general advice for that person?
Leave them something to remember. Leave them something to remember. I'm talking about you make every person in that crowd look at you and make them want to know whatever the fuck you're singing or rapping. Period. And be confident. Don't be nervous and shy. People don't like that. People don't like people that's scared. I wouldn't, if I'm in a crowd and I see somebody come out, if they seem like they're scared or they nervous or shy, I don't really, what you come out, you shy. I could be talking to my friend right here that's shy. You're a performer. You supposed to, what you coming out to do, sis? Okay, I like that. I like confidence. I like strong people.